Hello, welcome back to Ace Attorney. In the last episode we started the first case of the game. This guy here was about to give a testimony concerning the time of the discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, the television. He's on again. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Oh, chap. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Again, I do the whole pressing thing like I always do, to show everything off. Hold it! You said heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else. It's the one I watch. Isn't that all strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. That's not very... That doesn't seem very solid to me, Phoenix. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. It is a bit. Yeah, I agree with them as well. That was a bad point. Badly made. Hold it. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. Yeah, again, Mia has made a comment on the important statement to make you think more carefully about it, in case you hadn't figured it out. The game doesn't always hold your hand like this. How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or tape program. Hold it. A video? Yes, that would explain more of the time is wrong. True, true. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We'll agree that you heard the time at the scene then. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Hold it. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 PM? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear. Mr. Payne, there's the prosecution forever of this testimony. My apologies, Your Honour. I, too, have only just learned that the witness heard the time. See, he's incompetent. I only just remembered it now. Terribly sorry, Albine. I made him very British. Why, you just watch it. Not much point pressing you on that one, was there? No, there wasn't. So... here we go. So he says a voice must have been coming from the television with the time. But the whole building had no electricity for 6 hours that day. Objection! So you're full of shit, good sir. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh shit. Ding. Death slam. Finger points. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. The defence has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sahwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Ah. My apologies, Your Honour. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. This again. Time for him to make up some more shit. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. What? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. So he's saying that he didn't actually hear the time. Like he said just a minute ago he did. He said he saw it. And he said the murder weapon is what he saw the time on. Can anyone else spot the contradiction here? Or is it just me? The defence may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. He's quite confident now. We'll do the usual pressing. Oh! Hear the music? Yeah. When it gets to a serious part, or a more tense part, the music during testimony and cross-examination speeds up. I'm actually humming in my head right now. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that the table clock. A table clock? Hold it. Hold it. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. To hit the victim, whatever. Whatever you prefer. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. You don't say. They're not using Mia to tell you the answer anymore. I figured that you should have figured out how this works by now. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. My bad. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. You said that last time about him hearing the time on the television. This prosecutor's a little useless. Now, find the contradiction. That's all she has to say. Okay. See, this is even easier than the others, to be honest. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? This music is called Pursuit. It plays, as you can probably tell, when you're chasing down the witness, proving their lies. This is the third time we've caught this guy chatting shit and beginning to, get to the bottom of it. You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Answer the question, bitch. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honour, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it does not look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My bad. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. If we have no problems with his testimony, then we are agreeing with the statement that he saw the time, because he said he saw the time. Your Honour, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Deslam. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. Epic finger point. The witness knew it was a clock because he No. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I'm going to prove you were the one who killed her. It's a bit of a leap. He's not wrong. We as the viewer know he killed her. As the player, I suppose. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Gallery, gossip, gavel. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Mr. Sahwit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I mean I saw. He's wearing a wig. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death. He still has his hair on in that shot. Order in the court, I say. Your Honour, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defence's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honour, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better figure through carefully. Yes, Your Honour. The sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Something else I haven't mentioned. Those exclamation points that have popped up at the top. That's your credibility. Sort of like your health. Every time you present something wrong during a cross-examination, or in this case, if you make a choice like this and the exclamation points are showing, that means if you get something wrong you'll get a penalty and you'll lose one of them. If you lose all 5 exclamation points, you lose all credibility and your client is found guilty, basically. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honour, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce a time. Well, he's the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh, and the clock just said it was 8:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sahwit heard and the actual time of death. And he said what Mr. Frank Sahwit heard. So, Mr. Sahwit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about? While it may seem that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Uh-oh, ding, he's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Ding. Yes, Your Honour. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. Gavel. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sahwit. I come all the way down there to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slam. We're right there. Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. But there is. And Pursuit is playing again. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. So don't try and prove that it was slow. Think about why it would be slow. Show that and you prove it was slow. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I don't know, maybe. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. If you say no, she doesn't give you the answer. I know that much. I've said no before just to see what she would say. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. For a passport. Deslam. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day. There. Epic finger point, the clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clocks since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, this is his breakdown. He's foamed at the mouth and he collapsed. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defence so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honour. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, confetti. There's confetti in this court. And with that, the court is adjourned. It turns out Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work, because Larry left the door unlocked for some reason. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and killed her. Because that's everyone's reaction in those situations. Oh, FYI, this is the shortest case in the entire series. A lot of them are a lot longer than this, don't worry. Woo, I still can't believe we won. And this music, fiction music. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. The thanks for Chief. I owe it all to you. It'd be fucked about you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? She doesn't know his name. Yes, I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? He's already hitting on someone else. He's not that upset then. And yeah, he was the one who did the work. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Is that the murder weapon? A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, so there's two in existence. You made this? Wow, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? There we go. Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathise with me, Sky. Oh, I'm not just sympathising, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't chance me to show your friend something that proves how she felt about him. Do we? It's probably... Well, I already know what it is. It's this. Present. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she travelled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Ugh. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me. Unless you count the clock he gave me, yeah. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Is she gonna die? Or are we gonna die? the end. Yeah, they're not always that short. That is the shortest one in existence. That's the shortest case in the whole series. So once you complete an episode, you unlock some artwork. So on that note, and on this piece of art, we'll leave today's episode, and tomorrow's episode we'll start the next chapter in this story. It's a bit longer than this one. It's got some investigation sections, not just court. We'll get all into that when we get to it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment and share the video. And see you next time for more Ace Attorney. See you then.